Hello, everybody. I'm Adam Joseph, the VP of Customer Success here at Bambuser, and we are delighted to welcome you to our second webinar to share some really exciting updates of things we released, but also giving you a sneak preview of what's to come in Q4 and beyond. Both myself and my entire customer success team are dedicated to helping you get the very most out of using Bambuser. And today's session, alongside our previous webinar and the ones to come, are an important step in helping us enable you to go and get even more ROI from Bambuser in the future. So with that, I'm excited to hand over to Marion and Chris, who are going to guide you through today's session. And we look forward to seeing you in future sessions, as well as our technical office hour sessions, where you can learn to enable technically anything you get from today, and indeed any other technical questions you've got from Bambuser. But for now, Marion and Chris, over to you.
Thank you, Adam. So happy to welcome you for this new customer success webinar. And I'm super excited to present this webinar with Christina. So, Christina, maybe if you want to shortly introduce yourself.
Yes, of course. Hi, everyone. My name is Christina. You could call me Chris. I'm the VP of Product and Innovation here at Bambuser. And together with Marion, I have the pleasure of running you through some of the highlights of the recent releases and some of the highlights of what's to come.
Thank you, Chris. So today's webinar, we're going to talk about the latest feature we released this summer, and there were quite a lot, but also we'll give you a sneak peek of what's coming next. So this summer we're quite busy and we released a lot of features, so we're not going to go through all of them, but Chris and we've decided to focus on three main features. The first one would like to showcase is what we call the endless loop of video. Chris, can you tell us a little bit more about it?
Yes, of course. So let's start with the name of this feature. We call it in our documentation in-player show promotion. I like to call it endless loop of videos. You can call it videos and videos, regardless of what you call it. The crux of the feature is this. When a shopper enters a live streaming show, whether it is live or after the live has happened, they usually enjoy watching the content that they see. And oftentimes they want to continue their journey and explore other videos that the merchants might have in their archive. Before releasing this feature, there was no easy ways for customers to navigate to other videos that the merchant may have created on a similar topic or for similar categories. But this feature does exactly this. It allows you to promote other shows. It could be past, upcoming, and live shows directly within the player. So when the customer is watching something, they can navigate to other shows and explore other type of content and the products that are featured with it. So you can see here from the screenshot, basically the where the feature sits is right above the well-known heart button. So when you click on that, you can open up a whole library of shows that you want to showcase to the customer within this particular player. There's a lot more to say about this feature, but I think a video paints a million words. So Marion, maybe we can jump to an example of a client that
Yeah,
recently.
100%. So here is an example of a video from Narai, which is a beauty brand from Sisley Group. And they have implemented the endless loop of video. So you can see here in the player that I'm watching a show, and I can click on the button and navigate the full list of shows. So upcoming shows, but also past shows, as mentioned by Chris. And it's super easy. I can jump from one show to another. And it's really a seamless experience. Chris, do you have anything to add?
I think really the video speaks for itself. What I love about this feature, it doesn't require any integration. So you can enable it directly within the BAM Hub and you can create as many different channels as you want. So you're not limited to promoting the same videos in all players, but rather you can create different channels to promote different type of content. So let's say you have shows that are talking about particular category or particular topic, and if somebody is entering a video on that topic, you can recommend to them personalized content, essentially, right there at the fingertips. They don't need to exit the player. For the customer, it's a super smooth journey where really they don't need to go anywhere to find the content that they would find inspiring for their own knowledge, education, and hopefully purchase.
So no more dead ends for customer and a great reuse of the show.
100%. So to me, who is this feature for? Everyone that uses live and has more than one show. That's my answer. So I think every client that uses live stream, if you've been doing it for years, if been doing it for days or weeks, you're all primary target for this type of feature, and you can allow customers to explore past content that you created that could increase visibility on the shows that you've already invested in back in the day. And hopefully, by driving visibility to past shows that include products, you can increase sales and therefore the ROI on the original asset that was filmed and created by your company. So to me, there's a lot of benefits from different perspectives. There's a win from a customer perspective, and there's also, of course, a huge win from the merchant side. So I highly, highly encourage you to enable it. It's super easy to use. And we have quite a few examples live. And if you have any questions, you can ask directly in the chat or by contacting your CSM.
Thank you. Fantastic. We have also another feature that is super exciting that we released this summer is the add to wish list. So tell us why it's important to have a wish list in your videos.
Well, I think it goes back to the fact that add to wish list is such a staple on any e-commerce website or app. It's been around for as long as commerce existed, e-commerce existed. So we felt that it would be appropriate for us to um, replicate the core motions of e-commerce within our products, live and shoppable video. So to be clear, we are not creating our own wishlist feature, not at all, but rather we are allowing you to tap into your existing wishlist functionality. So it is critical to highlight that this feature does require integration directly into your e-commerce site. But once you've done the integration, you will have the ability to allow customers to gather things into their wish list baskets and check out potentially after the session. So, what we would refer to in commerce delayed checkout motions. But again, I think we have a nice example here that we wanted to show, Marianne. So, I'll pass over to you.
Thank you, Chris. So I'm going to share an example from Stella McCartney. So they went live last week with our add to wish list feature. So you can see you have the player and on the right, the product as you're used to. And you have this icon on the top right corner. And when you click on the icon, you can directly add the product to your existing wish list. Here you can see it. So super easy, seamless experience for your customer. I have a question for you, Justina. So, can I connect the wish list with MarTech automation? Meaning, as a client, can I use the wish list in combination with, for example, back in stock alert?
Yeah, so in fact, this is one of the deep reasons why we also wanted to implement this feature within our product. So I think we just need to skip one slide ahead. Uh, so Wishlist is known to be the primary way for you to capture a lot of buying mindsets. Many people, when they join a live show or when they are browsing for shoppable videos, they want to add things not only to their basket, but only to their wish list for a number of reasons, such as, I might not be sure if this is exactly the product I want to buy, but I want to put a pin on it and compare it to other products that I find on the site. This could be one reason. The other reason could be I need advice or support from my family, spouse, friends to see if this is the right purchase for me. Or some purchases, frankly speaking, can be quite expensive. So you might want to wait for payday or a certain moment when you're ready to spend that money. So these are all the mindsets that wishlist supports. So imagine a customer that's adding all these things to your wish list. So, what can a merchant do with this information? To me, it's a no brainer to have three most simple MarTech automations on your wish list within your e commerce website. The first one being back in stock. So imagine something's been in the wish list and went out of stock. Back in stock notification via email or push notification is a fantastic way for somebody to buy that piece that they've been coveting for quite some time. Another reason could be price drop. So there's a lot of different promotions and sales that happen throughout the year, and even a small price drop in the product that's been added to the wish list could be the motivation for somebody to convert. And of course, last but not least, my favorite, last item. So you may have added something to your wish list, you weren't too sure if you should purchase it, and you just got a notification saying there's only one left in your size. I know that these types of notifications are quite common to be used in e-commerce implementations of wish lists. So all of these, if they're available and you're doing already within your e-commerce website, would be great drivers of turning add to wish list into checkouts. So to me, as I mentioned earlier, it's a delayed checkout flow add to wish list. And if you have it already on your website, I strongly encourage you to implement this. As I mentioned earlier, there is a small integration required. However, um, what I want to highlight with the integration, we strive always to make things as easy as possible to implement. We have a lot of documentation and we have a very extensive knowledge base article that I personally wrote that explains all the different permutations of how you can use this functionality. So, something I want to highlight, if you have a very particular take on how you want to use your wish list, we support it. As a way of example, one dividing topic is whether you want to allow guest visitors to add products to their wish list. Some are in the camp that, yes, that's okay. And others are in the camp that if customers want to add to their wish list, they have to log in or register. So whichever way your e-commerce website is configured, we support both. And there's many other differentiators that we see in e-commerce, and we support all of these different options. Something I mentioned now, by the way, add to wish list is a fantastic feature to encourage registration and logins to capture first party data. And why do we want that? Of course, so then you can provide better personalization for the user. So many benefits. I am thinking about, the holiday season coming up. This could be a phenomenal feature for Black Friday and Christmas season. So if you do have some capacity, please do have a look at implementing it.
Yeah, and it should be part of every e-commerce strategy. But for us, the wish list only makes sense if we can track this kind of event so you can leverage it as a client. So this is also why we released another feature during summer. So you probably already have heard about it. It's our new tracking script. But wishlist is not the only KPI and event that we can track. So can you tell us more about this new tracking script and what kind of event we can track now?
Yes, of course. So we just to acknowledge something here. We have had a tracking script within Bambuser for quite some time. So this is a new upgrade to the tracking script that we have done over the course of this year in order to capture more data. And by capturing more data, being able to provide more meaningful and deeper insights on the full impact of our product on your experience for your customers. So let's talk about the data points that you will be able to provide to us and that we can leverage. We will be able to look into detailed purchase data so we can understand exactly which product was purchased from which video if you're working within social commerce suite of products, returns data, add to wish list and add to bag events outside of the player. So if somebody watched a video and they then went on to add a product to their basket on the product detailed page or added to their wish list, we will be able to see this. And of course, last but not least, product views outside of the player. So if somebody watched a show or a shoppable video and then they went on to exploring other products, what were the products that they were looking at? So for us, we strongly encourage to for those that are implementing this tracking script to implement all of the events that we have there, because this will allow us to build dashboards that can provide insights back to you to learn the full impact and the full ROI of Bambuser products on your experience, as well as looking at some new untapped opportunities. This does require some integration, as I mentioned, and I think it says it on the slide. But we have plenty of support to be able to provide to everyone and anyone, regardless of their stack, to be able to do so as easily and as smoothly as possible.
So much insight we can gather from this tracking script. So, if I'm a customer and I've already added a tracking script or I want to implement it, is it complicated?
That's a great question. So I think for everything we strive to do is to keep things simple and easy. And we do so through the technology we build, through the documentation that we write, to the support that we provide. So I think there are all these different layers by which we hopefully make it easy for you to do the integration. So if you have an existing tracking script, you do need to upgrade. And if you've never had any tracking script embedded on your website, you would need to embed this code on your website. So I think the best way to make something simple is, of course, follow the documentation. If you need help, do reach out to our support teams. And with all these tools available at your fingertips, hopefully it should be something that's quick and easy to set up. From a few clients that I've seen adopt it recently, it's been a pretty quick setup.
Okay, thank you, Chris. So, for all of our clients, feel free to reach out to your CSM to get more information on the feature that we presented. And if you need any support, of course, our support team is here to help you. So, we had a look back on what your team did during summer, but I think a lot of people want to know more about what's coming next for the end of the year. And we've got several topics to cover. So I think the first one is a new feature that is about to be released very, very soon. And it's a good way for our customer who has been already using the live solution to start getting into shoppable video. So can you explain a little bit more how we can create snippets?
Yes, of course. So this feature was built to inspire our live clients to reuse this content within as shoppable videos on their website and apps. And the big why is that we see that user generated content and employee generated content is much better at converting and hooking a person into exploring the products and the website than any other type of content. It has that authenticity, it has that brand voice, and it has that human touch. So this feature allows you to very easily take live streams that you've already done and cut them into short shoppable videos. It imports the products, it imports the action cards, closed captions, subtitles. You don't need to do any of that. So you can open up a live that you're working within, and you can create as many snippets on the fly with a click of a button as you want. And once you're done with the project, you can close it and then just post the newly created shoppable videos on your website through shoppable video playlist. So this is, I was just checking my Slack, is getting released imminently. So as you can see at the top, it says Q3. That's because it was meant to be released between yesterday and today. So I think we might have it by end of today. So as always, with any new releases, we do a what's new notification within the BAM Hub. So the moment something new is out, you will get that notification upon the login into the dashboard, the BAM Hub dashboard. So this is coming out, and of course, we send out the newsletter, and also you have the CSMs available to for you to explore and use this feature. So do give it a go. I think it's a fantastic way of giving live shows a second life or a different type of life. It's already content you would have invested into, and it is extremely powerful at giving education to your customers about your product, about your brand, and it can be reused in so many places, from homepage to product listing pages to PDPs. So really, I hope that this feature will introduce the efficiencies and the return on investments that I know our customers want.
Yeah, it's really extending the life cycle of the content that our customer are creating. So stay tuned. You will see the news very soon in the dashboard. So we're super happy to present it to you just before the official release. So we mentioned that this was a good feature to start with shoppable video, but shoppable video is going to be at the heart of our strategy for Q4. And one of the things that we wanted to achieve is to make it easier to use shoppable video at scale. So why is it so important to be able to have shoppable video at scale? What's the difference with our current product?
Yes, 100%. So, shoppable video, for those of you that know or don't know, is for us our baby product. So, we've started with live, and then we expanded to digital clienteling, and then we have released shoppable video actually exactly a year ago in October last year. Since then, we had a lot of clients adopt it, try it out, and give us wonderful feedback, which inspired us to extend the architecture of this product to be easy to manage and use on thousands, tens of thousands of pages. So, here, what we're gearing towards is making it super easy to manage volume. So, then you're encouraged to embed more videos in more places because it's easy to manage. We know that video is the best format for inspiring, for engaging, for converting, for building loyalty. So we want to make it easier for you to be able to have it in as many places as possible. So we're introducing 3 new concepts with this extension and update of the architecture and the UX in shoppable video. We will introduce a new concept completely decoupled from anything called a playlist, which is a list of videos that you can place in thousands of pages. You can set up very advanced distribution rules or very simple, up to you. And you can also have preset appearances, which in other words is templates that you can repurpose for the look and feel of the shoppable video component. So if you want, you can preset existing templates, apply it on thousands of pages, take a single or many different playlists and distribute it all in a matter of a couple of clicks. So this makes it easy to set up and easy to manage and update as you go along. We are making a release this quarter in November of the beta version of this extension. So if you want to be a part of the beta, you need to tell your CSM to opt in, and we will be then making this available to. If you would like to be a part of the beta, do let your CSM know, and we will include you. And we'd love for you to try it and give your feedback early on. If you don't want to, you don't have to. The new change will be coming to you as early as Q1 next year.
Thank you, Chris. I think this is really elevating our shoppable video product and taking it to the next level. So if any of you clients want to be part of this beta, feel free to revert to us, the CSM team, and we'll be super happy to help you get the first to discover this new product. So as I mentioned, shoppable video will be the art of the strategy, and we've got another feature that we're going to release soon. It might sound familiar to our client that are already using the live solution. It's the mini player. So what's the mini player and what are the main benefits of the mini player?
Yes, of course. So the mini player, this would be too all familiar for customers that's been using the live product. So mini player is essentially the ability for you to minimize the video that is playing into a smaller floating component, like you see here in the screenshot on the right hand side, so you don't break up the customer journey. So if a customer clicks on the product that they like and they want to explore the product detail page in depth of that product, the video doesn't stop playing. So this is already available for live streaming products. So we're extending this functionality for shoppable video. And this comes directly as a result of all the feedback we've been getting from clients. that we should not ever stop the video from rolling. There should always be a way for the customer to go back into the playlist and explore other videos that were included in the playlist. This is something that we believe might require an integration. We are working tirelessly to make it so that it isn't. We're still in this development process, so we will have to see. But for now, it looks like this will require integration. But the benefits are huge. You're not interrupting the customer journey. If you are building long playlists, you're making it easy for a customer to go back into the playlist, explore other videos, therefore other products, and hopefully get inspired even more about what they're going to see in this playlist of videos.
So with this seamless experience, it could really help, for example, the product discovery, because you can still
100%.
watch the video while you're browsing the website.
100%. So you can have your own little uh, TikTok channel that keeps on rolling as the customer is exploring your website or your app. And this is something, again, as I mentioned, we heard direct feedback from many of our early adopters of shoppable video. So I'm very, very happy to be finally bringing this feature to shoppable video clients soon.
Yeah, so excited to see it. But you're not only working on shoppable video. Of course, it's one of the main focus for this quarter, but we also have another big feature that is coming, and that's is gonna impact all of our products. It's gonna impact live solution, shoppable video, virtual consultation, and chat. So this next big one is product catalog. So can you tell us what are what product catalog is so powerful, and what does it bring to our client?
Oh, there's so many things to say about this. So,
Yeah.
to me, I'm personally very excited of bringing this functionality. It's not even a feature, it's like a whole capability. So, essentially, what we will be doing is we will be bringing your full catalog, full product catalog into the Bambuser products. So, all we need from you is an affiliate feed that you can upload yourself into the BAM Hub, and you will be able to basically get your full catalog at your fingertips. The first use case, of course, is the efficiencies. Imagine you are creating a live show and you're merchandising the live show with the products you want to include. You no longer need to scrape every product with a URL. You can still, if you want to. This feature is not going to go away, but you will have the option
Very
of
efficient.
just exactly. So adding products quicker. The second big benefit and use case ties in with the tracking script story, actually. So we know that many of our customers want to see the full ROI impact of our solution. For us to be able to provide this level of detail of information, we need two things. We need the tracking script implemented, and we need the full view of your product catalog. Why does catalog matter here? It gives us visibility into your product variants. Depending on the type of customer you are, I'm looking at some beauty customers here, you might have many colorways of the same product. And having product variation visibility gives us the ability to see how many uh, units and just general sales we drove, not just for one color wave, but for the full range of the SKU. So it's going to be critical for that for that to be present for us to be able to reconcile the data in full. And last but not least, and this is something more future gazing, it's not something that will be available out of the box right now, but we want to build on top of the catalog. So we know that there's need for replacing products when they're out of stock. Sometimes you want to recommend other products directly within the shoppable video. So by having access to the catalog, we're taking a step in that direction to do product recommendation, to do out of stock recommendation, so we can replicate and come as close to the types of experience you're used to seeing on e-commerce, especially in product detail pages. So to me, this is the beginning of a lot of interesting things to come. And all we need from you here, there's no call out on client integration because it's not an integration as such. All we need is for you to share with us your affiliate feed. So it could be something you already give to Google or to your other affiliates. So you can give it to us or you can drop it in yourself and pre-configure the fields, and it's self-serve and the product's just in there. So again, thinking of it to be easy and quick to set up.
Yeah, if it's compatible with Google Affiliate Feed, it will be so easy. But if you have any question, feel free to revert to your CSM. And of course, we'll get in touch with Chris to make sure that your feed will fit into our product. And finally, but not the least important, we've got a new feature coming for our one-to-one client, especially using the virtual consultation. It's what we call Call Insight. So tell us, what is it, Call Insight, and what kind of insight can we retrieve from it?
Yeah, so I'm personally super excited about this feature. I
Me
think
too.
everyone in the company is excited about this. So this is focusing on video consultations products specifically. And here there's this feature will allow you to use AI to summarize and extract insights and actions from the conversations between an agent and the customer. And of course, we are all been using AI privately and professionally, so we know the power of AI and doing summarization, providing recommendations. So this feature will allow an agent to get quick reminders of how they should follow up on the call they had a day ago to a few days ago. It can give them recommendations on how to improve. And for managers of teams that are using video consultations, it can give them a snapshot of what is the team talking about, how are they doing, what are some areas of opportunities, what are the customers interested in. So really, I think it's a step in the direction of really leveraging the rich conversations that happen within video consultations for the purposes of providing a better customer experience for that individual and also for generally for all customers that are using the service for you. So this feature is for enterprise clients only. If you're interested to find out more and you want to be a part of this, do contact your CSMs, and you have a sneak peek of the kind of summaries that you're going to get. So super excited about this. A lot, again, focus on data, insights, and value. So being able to provide that better customer experience. Super excited to see what's going to come out of as a result of people starting to use these smart tools. I think it's going to supercharge a lot of growth in NPS.
Yeah, and also that could be helpful for other services in the company. So, for example, if I'm a product manager, I would be interested to know what kind of product question my client are asking to the advisor. So, a very
100%.
wide source of insight.
100%. And I think this is exactly it. So it's data not only for the purposes of serving that customer well and improving the service on overall, improving the NPS, but you can also extract this data and then put it back into your own internal data tools and connect them to other data points and databases you have to generally have better insights on knowledge. And it could be about anything. It could be about maybe topics of conversation about shipping options, or it could be about product details. So I think there's a lot of gold that's going to be found in these summaries and these insights. So there's multiple benefits.
So, thank you, Chris, for giving us a sneak peek on what's coming next. The thing I would like to say, and you would agree, is that we're building the roadmap based on customer feedback, and you're always looking for more feedback from our customers so we can release the best features.
I think that's it. So everything that we do is driven by you, our customers, and we truly care and we listen and we talk about it all the time and we try to find ways in how we can improve your customers' experience for your feedback. If you have any ideas or feedback, do contact your CSM, do tell us for your support team, support tickets. And of course, do take a look at these features, do leverage them. We'd love to get your feedback on the things that we have shipped and that's coming. And yeah, if you want to be a part of the beta, We love beta testers, so do let us know and we will include you in the shoppable video beta release in November.
So reach out to your CSM for any product feedback, and of course, if you want to be part of the beta for shoppable video. Thank you, Chris. It was a pleasure to host this webinar with you. Just before we wrap up, I just want to showcase the next session that we have at Bambuser. So next week, we have our office hours where you can reach out to our technical team, our lovely sales engineer, and they can help you on any integration topic, technical question. If you want to implement some of the feature that we presented today, feel free to snap this QR code and register to our office hours session next week. We'll be happy to support you. And we also have another event that is coming in October. It's what we call the Go Beyond webinar. So you can hear some testimonials from our customer and real story of what they have implemented, their results, and how they are using our solution. So I know we're going to have some testimonials from Loft, from Moroccan Art. So feel free to register. We'll be super happy to have you on board. So thank you for attending this webinar, and we're super happy and excited about what's coming next, and we'll get in touch soon. Have a great day. Bye.